Hi, I'm Dion from Eflowtion Support Services here with an EFT tapping to help reduce feelings of insecurity. We can all have our different feelings around insecurity, as we can all have our individual experiences that may have led to having this insecurity in our life. As EFT tapping is a stress reduction tool, hopefully we can reduce the stress around feeling insecurity. So all you need to do is repeat after me as we tap along. So taking full responsibility for your own well-being and repeating after me. Let's go over that flow and let's begin to tap. Even though I'm feeling insecure, and this insecurity feels like it's governing my life. And the more that I try to do, the more that I feel insecure within myself. And I want to reduce this and get back to feeling good again. And I'm open to loving and accepting myself. Even though there are many things that I want to do, but I'm caught up in making sure that I'm secure within this insecurity. And the more that I try and get out the door, the more that I'm tied to the door, checking the security of that door. And I'd like to be free of that and reduce this intensity. And I'm open to loving and accepting myself. Even though there are many things that I fear, and the more that I fear them, the more insecure that I feel within myself. And I want to reduce this and reduce this fear. And I'm open to loving and accepting myself. All this insecurity that I feel, I really feel it. This sense of dread, this sense of fear, I feel it's controlling my life. I'm so caught up in it. The more that I want to do in my life, the more insecure that I feel. And I may have many fears. Fears about cleanliness, fears about my security, fears about what people might think of me, that really make me doubt myself and my ability to function. I'm really caught up in it. All this insecurity. And I really fear. I really get caught up in this fear. Locked up in it. It's like trying to leave a house and having to constantly check that lock to make sure it's secure, to make sure nothing bad happens. And I doubt myself. Did I check it? Is this surface clean enough? Did I do the right things so people won't judge me? All this insecurity, all this fear. And when I look at this insecurity and all the things that might happen, it is kind of like being bound to a lock. And the more that I check the lock, the more that I feel secure within myself. And when I do look at a lock and its function, it protects that worth that I have of all my possessions from being stolen, from being violated, and from being hurt. This protective mechanism that I keep checking, that I'm tied to, that I can't let go of. And a lock serves as a mechanism that I must keep hyper-vigilant in maintaining, to protect myself, to protect my self-worth and my own value. And I get very insecure if that lock is not functioning, if that surface is not clean enough, if I'm not seen to be enough in other people's eyes. Tied to this perfectionism, locked to it, and I can't escape. But when I do look at this insecurity, it does serve as a protective mechanism, kind of like a lock, to keep myself from being hurt, to keep myself being judged in other people's eyes, to stop myself from being sick, perhaps being seen as filthy in other people's eyes. If I really check that lock, there may have been situations in the past where I may have been made to feel bad because I didn't get something right the first time. And I may be open to the possibility that this might not be insecurity, but a protection from repercussions as a result of having the security broken into and of having my self-worth devalued, of who I am as a person, having to keep on guard, having to keep myself secure from the repercussions that might happen to me if I do get it wrong, if I don't clean up after myself, and if my self-worth is seen as not valuable in other people's eyes and devalued because of that. This side effect of insecurity by those people that were over-controlling in my life. Kind of like a prisoner, having to attend to the different rules of an ever-changing prison guard. I can never get it right. I have to keep myself in line so I don't step out of place, I don't do the wrong thing, or my punishment might get extended. All these repercussions, all these things that I fear that might happen if I get it wrong. And I'm trying very hard to keep myself secure within this insecureness, within these self-belief systems that I always have to get it right, that I always have to be seen as right. Otherwise my self-worth might be stolen from, might be devalued with. So I try to be the upstanding prisoner within my own life. Taught the lessons from insecure people, and now I'm very unsure of myself, and I second-guess myself, and I doubt myself because they weren't secure within themselves. So I learnt some lessons that are carrying me through my life. It feels like a life sentence as I'm tied to this lock, trying to keep a secure lock even more secure due to the repercussions of what might happen if I just didn't get it right the first time. All this fear, all this shame, all this guilt of not getting a life lesson right the first time. And that's a very tall order to meet, because I can't get things right first time. I do need the humanity to learn and to grow, which should say time, and not time without punishment. Not punishing me for every mistake that I make, to the fear that I fear stepping out of line, and have to hold myself up, embrace the impact, for the fear of the repercussions of what might happen. All this insecurity, all this security that I'm keeping within, this protective mechanism keeping me from being hurt. Maybe I want to address the hurt rather than the security of my protective mechanisms. Maybe I want to start to release this hurt so I don't have to hold on to it so much and live my life in the fear of repercussions from those that should have known better, didn't treat me better, but I'm here in the now, wanting better for myself. All this pain that I feel, all this shame that I feel for not getting it right, all this self-doubt, all this second-guessing, I'm open to giving myself some love. I'm open to forgiving myself for not being perfect the first time. I've been perfect all along. I've just been holding myself to high standards that other people never really saw me at. I can't do the impossible. I can only be for myself in this moment as I heal this pain. So I let go of that lock. Start to move towards some freedom. Freedom where I don't have to worry about my security so much, because I'm secure within myself. That I know that I can rise to life's challenges without being weighed down by past irresponsibilities. These irresponsibilities that were not my responsibilities to hold on to. I'm feeling secure within myself. I'm giving myself a break. I'm giving myself a kindness break from beating myself up so much. I'm giving myself a hug. And I'm feeling secure within this hug. And I'm feeling safe within this hug for myself as I heal and grow. Now I'll learn some new lessons. That it takes time to heal. It takes time to let go of old baggage that wasn't mine to carry. And I'm moving into freedom. I'm releasing this hurt. I'm releasing this anger around this hurt. I'm releasing this protective mechanism and knowing that I'll be safe. I'm releasing the toxicity of some of the thoughts that I told myself that weren't a part of myself. I'm showing myself new ways of kindness by treating myself better. I'm giving myself the freedom to move away from that lock and to unbind. I am the insecurity key that will turn the key in this lock to give myself some emotional freedom and stability instead. I'm freeing myself from this insecurity and the repercussions that was held within, in mind, body, and spirit. And taking a full breath in and out. So yes, there can be many different layers to insecurity around how we perceive, how we should maintain ourselves. But sometimes what we're maintaining is the uncomfort around some very uncomfortable belief systems that we've probably acquired along the way. And those are more the repercussions, and the insecurity is kind of the side effect of very insecure people. So learning to be more secure within ourselves takes time. Learning to trust ourselves, learning to be a little bit more confident within ourselves does take time to rise to life's challenges, and knowing that we have the capacity and the capability to do that as we build that emotional freedom within. So I'm Dion from Eflowtion Support Services. If you enjoyed this video, please give a like or a subscribe. Share to those that you may feel will benefit from this. And I also offer online EFT tapping sessions one-on-one to go a little bit deeper into your own personal issues. So check out eflowtionsupportservices.com. And as always, I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.